Yeah, I actually then figure out a way how to get this dude or whatever or not. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, like, you know what I'm saying, I gotta get stuff being around the house or whatever or not, you know what I mean? So I won't be all up, cooped up and stuff like that, you know what I mean? For real though. Anyway, so yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, it was so much. It was so crazy or whatever. You know what I mean? Corrado. Now, when I take his first bar down, all four of his other health bars be staying up there. Like, I don't wonder what's going on or whatever. When I, you know what I mean? Corrado. But I'm one on the pound another whatever when I because I'm slicing and dicing this dude or whatever when I, you know what I mean? For real though. Anyway, so. Yeah, it was like crazy as ever. You feel me? For real though. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just up there like, think. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, wow. I think I might have to be on myself up more or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, oh my goodness, just crazy as ever. You feel me? For real though. Anyway, so. Yeah, I'm just up there just thinking about it or whatever. But I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up. You know what I'm saying? For real though. Because he's going down, you know what I'm saying? He's going down for real. I'm gonna scratch him on my list for real though. Anyway, they can make it 10 times harder as ever. It don't matter, you know what I'm saying? I mean it don't matter if the kids' gloves was on, it don't matter if the kids' gloves was off, you know what I mean? For real though. Nah. I'm just go ahead and go at them and keep on going at them. You feel me? I'm not gonna give up. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so yeah, I'm just up there just just up there just watching stuff or whatever when I, you know what I'm saying? For real though. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just out there just wondering what kind of techniques I can use and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? For real though. But it's cool. I'm gonna figure it out sooner or later. You know what I mean? For real though. You know what I mean? Because I am gonna assassinate my vape. Oh yes, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? For real though. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just up there up there just thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. I did take a break, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But I'm gonna get back at it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not giving up. Not by long shot, you feel me? I'm gonna stick with it, you know what I'm saying? Right on. Anyway, so now I'm just up there, just chilling, you know what I'm saying? Watching TV or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Doing what I do, you know what I mean? Around up. Anyway, so, yeah. I mean, I remember when I, actually took all this help bars down, you know what I mean? And it was on Friday, you know what I'm saying? And I actually, wanted to go to sleep because, it was, 4:05 in the morning on a Saturday or whatever. So I just, said, just go to sleep. So that's what I did. I actually just went to sleep. I'm you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even playing or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? For real though. So yeah, I just cut the game off in the bed or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Early in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Got up, worked out, washed up, you know what I'm saying? Put some oil on my skin, comb my heel, all that, you know what I'm saying? Got done to eat it, breakfast, you know that, you know what I'm saying? Brush my teeth, put some little chips you going or whatever when I, you know what I mean? For real. And then I actually was watching Black Mirror or whatever, you know what I mean? I finished stuff, and I finished the episode, you know what I'm saying? All the, the rest of the episodes, season 7 or whatever, you know what I mean? For real though. And it was good. It was good for real, you know what I mean? For real though. I mean, it was something else. They had this, episode, where this, this, kind of, episode that they was going into a virtual world or whatever, a virtual game or something like that. and it was cool as ever, you know what I mean? But that's beside the point. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all about, like, what this, like, other dude was doing, which is, like, doing that actually, like, like, got, like, electrocuted, you know what I mean? He, like, made him a hologram or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, made his spirit a hologram or whatever, and, like, every time, like, people wanted to, like, just, like, torture this dude for the heck of it. They, like, actually, like, put him up in a, like, I think, like, chair or something like that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and shock the heck out of him. Electric chair or whatever. Like a, like, hologram, like, of electric chair. You know what I'm saying? He ended up being there. He pulled the lamp down and he up there screaming, like, ah! You know what I'm saying? It was crazy and everything. I was like, I ain't gonna feel pain if he a hologram. You know what I mean? I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like, that's some crazy stuff or whatever when I, you know what I'm saying? So, dude there, like, went to this, whatever, whatnot. And he was telling her about these stories or whatever, about what he did and all this stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And, like, it was, like, something else or whatever, whatnot, you know what I mean? But right on, oh my goodness, it was really something else. And I, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, like, it just was really something or whatever, you know what I mean? But then when he got to the story, when, like, when he told her about what he did to her father, or whatever, whatnot, you know what I'm saying? She was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, feeling some type of way or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? She looked at her father or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Saw what he did to him or whatever. You know what I mean? I think she did something to, like, make him feel like he was ill or whatever, you know what I mean? But anyway, she, like, actually, like, took revenge on him because, like, she was up there saying, like, her mother was, like, trying to, like, actually, like, get some bond money so she could, like, build them out or whatever, whatnot. You know what I mean? I mean, like, it was crazy. It was crazy ever. But then they just, like, you know what I'm saying? Z didn't even know. They was, like, gonna, like, execute him or whatever. But, yeah, they executed him for real because, like, there was some crazy stuff going on there. They hopped to it real quick. You know what I'm saying? For real though. Anyway, so, yeah, I mean, like, there was some crazy stuff or whatever, whatnot. So, the girl, like, did something, like, you know what I mean? Did something. I think she, like, actually, like, stuck him with something or whatever, whatnot. Dude, looking like he was, like, being poisonous or whatever, whatnot, you know what I mean? Like, he's suffering, like, oh, snap. Like, oh, good Lord. Like, snap, it was crazy as ever. And then, like, you know what I'm saying, when he was, like, dying and all that stuff, he told him that was her father right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and, like, she said her mom was trying to get him out of jail, but, oh my goodness, like, they pushed that, like, execution day up and just executed him, whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So she got revenge for her father or whatever, whatnot, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, I mean, like, when dude there, like, you know what I'm saying? She put that, like, and put something on his head or whatever, whatnot. I think it was, like, you know what I'm saying? Some kind of device to, like, make his, like, spirit go into her, like, pops, like, head or something like that, you know what I'm saying? And then, and she was like, yeah, she was like, I'm gonna, like, go ahead and, like, just execute you for real, like, take care of you or whatever, whatnot, because she said her mom, like, was so depressed. Her mom just, like, OD'd on a whole bunch of pills or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? For real though, it was crazy as ever. I was like, wow. So she like, just actually like pulled the lever down. You know what I'm saying? And they was up there screaming like, ah, you know what I'm saying? Ronaldo, anyway, made the power go all the way out like, you know what I'm saying? The hologram of her father and the dude, they was gone, you know what I'm saying? And she had a like little chain with his like, head on there or whatever, whatnot. You know what I mean? He took the monkey or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, yeah, because like like I was like trying to say my other video about the lady and what happened to her, and she got in an accident, got transferred into a monkey or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? For real though. But you know what I mean? They restrict my video. You feel me? So I instantly I'm saying, just said it on that video, whatever, whatnot. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna talk about the dude that was hologram or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Turn it to a hologram. You feel me? Around though. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Hit the bell on the notifications so you can see my next upload and my next post, and I make sure I make another one tomorrow. Bye. And oh yeah, you can check out my previous videos if you like. So long, farewell, goodbye.